Hello, I'm Timian, and welcome to Occupy Mars, the game. Today's how-to episode is going to be about electricity. So we're going to go outside and show a basic setup for electricity. This how-to series is assuming that you have all of the tech tree unlocked, so I'm just going to talk about how to set things up and not worry about the unlocking of the tech tree, which can be very complicated. So what I can do here is just show you the basic setup of how an electrical system and how to power your base. So I have my base here, which has no electrical power whatsoever. The electrical power goes into this little socket right here. Okay, so the first thing you want to put up when you are building up a base for electricity for a base is to go to electricity section and get yourself an ECU. And that, we'll just spin this around so it's pointing toward the building. And I'm going to lower it like that here, like so. Okay, and so what you want to do is place that here, facing it. Now, the reason why you want to place an ECU closest to the building is because that's where you're going to distribute all your power out of this. The first thing I always do with the transformer or the ECU is always put the number one spot at 100%. Okay, and so this is where all the power is going to come out on the blue side, and the power coming in is going to be on the yellow side. So next to the ECU, you want to place a battery pack. And we'll just flip this around and drop it down one, and we can place it right here. Like so. And then we build this up. Okay. There we go with the battery pack, and again, with the battery pack, inputs this side, output is this side. I always put this at the maximum. A lot of people just would play with this as, oh, well, my building only needs, as you can see bottom, 10, so maybe I should only put out 10 power. Well, no. You want to put everything going out, because as your base grows and you add things to the building, it's going to require power. If you limit the output of power, it's not going to send any power anywhere. But you might be thinking, well, I want to save battery power, so if it's all going out, it won't be saved. No. Again, what is not used will be saved in the battery. Okay? Just as simple as that. And then on this other side here is you want to put down another ECU unit. We'll flip that around, drop that down right here. Now this ECU unit is what's going to collect all the power. So again, this one, max this out to 100%. And then on this side is all of where your solar panel is going to go. So what we're going to do is then we're going to put solar panels out here. All right, so what I tend to do, and I've experimented with this a little bit, not a lot, but just a teeny weeny bit. Okay, so I need to go out maybe a little bit more because it's interfering the hit spots. There we go. We'll go one there, and then we'll go out some more, one there, and then maybe we come down. And then just for the placement's sake, because they gotta be away from hit spots, and there we go. We go over there. This will make a nice square little grid for me. Oh, wow, really? It should be going in here somewhere. So maybe I have to go out a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. All right. Oh, yeah, I want to use the torch and build these up. So I'm going to build up my 4 solar panels. So we're going to have one here, then we're going to build this one here. And finally, this one here. There we go. Excellent. We got our 4 solar panels. So now what we're going to do here is, well, oh, I got this facing the wrong way. Oh, no, that's not. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to hook all these up together. Where is it? Come on. There we go. Put this over here, and we're going to plug this in. Now, you'll see this can take up to 4 different inputs. Open that up. Get my electricity wire. Sometimes it's hard to line it up properly. And then we can hook this up over here. Okay, let's just open up all these to save a little bit of time. And I'm going to run over here. Open that up. Plug that in. Run over here. Hook that up. And finally, we got this last one. We'll plug that in. There we go. So, as you can see, it's supplying 4 solar panels. Okay, and it's supplying 168 electricity. But right now, because the transformers do not store electricity, they just collect it. And then what we have to do is hook this up to the battery. So I take this out of number 1 slot here and open this up. So the number 1 slot, and it goes right into the battery right here. Excellent. So now you can see that the battery is now getting 168. Now it's starting to store. Okay, the output's saying 28 because that's just how much the capacity is, but nothing is actually going out yet because we don't have anything plugged into the output. All right, so then while that is all collecting, we want to open this one up and then open up the number 1 slot here. And so we're going to put the output in there and the input in here. So now we have all the power coming into here. And right now it's all coming in here. So 100% is 56. Okay. All right. So now what we have is our 4 solar panels going in, being collected by the ECU. ECU has connected to the battery and it's collecting power, which is connected to this ECU, and now this is going to distribute the power. Now what I always tend to do here is I always use the second one. I leave the first one alone and I use the second one to connect up to here, and it goes and it hooks up to my base. Okay, so now my base is getting power. And as you can see, the base is getting 0 power here, right? Because there's nothing being distributed because number 1 is empty. So it's supposed to have 10, but I have the 2 irises, so it's going to need about 15. So if I raise this up to 15, right now, so 18, only 18 is going into here. So let's see. If I go around inside here, let's go inside my base.
Equalizer pressure. Low pressure line.
And then we have our control panel. You can see right here, 18.2 is coming in, and we're using 15. That is the total base usage. So as your base grows, with many other things added on, this number will grow and how much power is needed. And this is how much power is supplied. This is daytime, nighttime. And this is how much you have in your batteries that are stacked up throughout your entire layout. So if you have multiple battery stacks, this will all be registered. Now, as far as multiple battery stacks goes,
Equalizer pressure.
right now we have 1 battery stack. So now if I wanted to say plug in my rover over here, I can go to this over here, and then get the power cord and run it over to here. Oops, which is over on this side. And I plug in. Oh, I had low power. I did not have enough, but that's okay. I have some extra power cords in here that I can use. So I'm just going to put all those in here. No problem. Go into tab, into inventory. Put those up here. All right, then go around here, and what that will do, since I ran out of the power wire, the cable, I just pick this up, and it automatically starts growing again. That's the beauty of it. Now, okay, now my thing is plugged in, but it's not receiving any power because I haven't distributed any power to it. So as you come up here, so I want to put some power into this. So I would raise this. So I raise this by 1%. Now you'll see this number on the top is coming down. It's not touching the building. That's why I always leave the first one open. So I'm going to put, say, one more, say 5%. So it's 11 going in there. Okay. So that's all good. Now what happens is this only holds 225, but it's not. That doesn't hold a lot. So what we can also do now is we can go back here. We can make the batteries grow and get more battery power. We have the battery pack upgrade, which is this right here. Put on that there, and then add another one. And then we can do this up to 5 times. Now the bad part is you can't put the ghost image down 5 times. You literally have to just put every single one of them down. Get the torch out, build it, add it, get the torch out, okay, and then build it again. And I think that's the 5. We just double check here, and if we can't add any more, oh, we can add one more. That's good, okay. And this should be the 5. Now, we should not be able to add any more under this, so what we can come here, and you see you can't add any more. So that's the maximum size of the battery bank. Now, what that tends to do here is, we come up over here, now the capacity is 1912.5. So I'm going to raise this. I'm just going to go 2000, but it'll automatically just set to the maximum. But again, you don't have to make this a lower number, and because I want to save some power, it will automatically save. What's not actually being used is being stored, because only these 2 things are being used. This is not being used. So it's not going anywhere, so it's just going in the battery pack. Okay, so then this will charge. Now I have done a little bit of experimenting.
Oxygen, 75%.
Yep, 75%, that's okay. We can make lots of oxygen. These 4 will fully charge this thing in a day. But that's also based on how much power you are using. Okay, based on how much power you are using. But that is a full. Now, what we also have here is, let's say, suppose we want to put more, because we only can put 4 of these solar panels here. But we can add here, transformer upgrade, like this. And then we add on, and then we get another 8. And this can go, I do believe, another 3 more, so it'd be a total of 4. So this can grow and grow and grow. Let's see how far this can go. I mean, maybe I have enough materials to. Did I push the wrong one? I pushed the wrong one here. Oh, battery. That's what the problem. But the same with this one. You should just keep adding. Now these don't take any power to operate. And I think we can only add on one more. I do believe only one more. Let's see if we can fit another one in. I don't think we can. No, okay. So you can add all of these so that you can put all sorts of solar panels coming in. And the same thing with this one. If you have many things you need to output, because let's see, you have a rover over there, and actually on the other side here, I'm going to open this up, because over on the other side of here, I have a water pump here, and I'm going to need to plug this in because I also have the oxygen here as well. Right? And so I need that powered. So then what I can do, come over here, is that needs 5%. So now there's 7% going in there. Okay? But as you can see, that is how much is needed and required to be used. And the rest of it is just being stored. But that way, now if I add to the buildings and makes this number go up, I can just change this number up very easily. Now, as you can see, we can come inside here.
Equalizing pressure.
And this little panel
Pressure warning.
that you get inside of the workshop. You also get inside the headquarters. You get all of these. Oh, let me see. Here's some 0.1 water. Okay. So now we're getting 43. Still only using 15. 43 is coming in, and that is now it's 45. So that is actually how much is coming out of the battery. But that's just directly out from the solar panels as well.
Equalizing pressure.
Here. There we go. So that is your electricity setup right there. Electricity. So we have 4 panels, which is bringing in 42 in total. But as you can see, we're only using a total of 47. So that's covering all of it, and the battery is charging. And we can add in all sorts of panels. Okay. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4 times 8. There we go, 48 more solar panels to add on to our power supply, which is quite a lot if we fill it all up. And that'll be all supplied, all go into this battery pack. Now you can do multiple battery packs as well. So all you have to do is when you build a second battery pack, this output goes into the other battery pack. And so let's see, I'm going to grab another. I think you need another. Yeah, I'm going to need another one of these. And I'll show you how to do this one. So let's say we have a second. I'm just going to put it here for now. And this is just another battery pack. And flip it this around, drop it down. And I'm going to build this. Okay, so we can now have another battery pack. Now, what's really good about this is if I unplug this. So, and then I can plug it into this battery pack. Right, and then now we put in more wire for the output here. And then we can put this in here like so. And now we have this battery now, so battery pack supplying that battery pack going into this ECU, which gives you more battery packs. So the battery pack can be in series, and you can add as many battery packs as you want, and that'll save you to building a lot of power to help with all of that. Alrighty, so here we go. That is our electrical system all set up and ready to go. And that's everything that you needed to know. You can have multiple battery packs and multiple panels, and then multiple outputs going all over the place, powering many things. All right, but there's another piece of advice I have. A lot of the buildings have these entrance points. What I have done in my builds is I have had this set up to each one of these ones, so it's a redundancy, but it all is shared throughout the entire base. So the next building is maybe the headquarters building, and it will be supplied through another battery pack, but it all just goes all together, and it is all shared, and the power drain is a little bit less. Okay, so that's pretty much all for now for our electricity tutorial. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.